The most revealing thing about this video isn't the islands. It's us. Millions of people are invited to watch wealth the way previous generations watched nature documentaries. Every new location isn't presented as a place to understand. It's another level to unlock. The title promises $1 versus $250 million, and before anyone asks what makes an island worth that price, we're already chasing the next upgrade. The video's central argument is simple. Bigger budgets create more unbelievable experiences. That's partly true. The progression from modest islands to extravagant private estates gives viewers an intuitive sense of increasing exclusivity. As entertainment, that structure is remarkably clear. As an argument about value, it's much weaker. Notice what counts as evidence. Helicopters, pools, staff, exotic scenery, bigger houses. The strongest proof the video offers is visual abundance. And to be fair, that's persuasive if the question is whether expensive islands look impressive. But if the question is why one property commands hundreds of millions of dollars, the explanation barely exists. Wait, this is where the evidence gets interesting. Price isn't just about aesthetics. It's about legal ownership, maintenance, environmental regulation, infrastructure, political stability, development rights, and scarcity. Almost none of that survives the race toward the next reveal. The comparison quietly becomes emotional instead of economic. There's something morally strange about how quickly the extraordinary becomes ordinary. An island most people would consider life-changing gets dismissed because another island is waiting. The audience is being trained to enjoy discomfort with normality itself. Luxury has to keep accelerating or it stops working. Credit where it's earned. The progression is genuinely effective because every location creates a concrete point of comparison instead of relying on abstract numbers. You understand scale visually long before anyone tells you a price. That's a real strength, even if the reasoning behind those prices stays mostly off-screen. A brief detour that almost feels too perfect. Before the islands even begin, the transcript opens with a game promotion. That's not a criticism by itself. It's just an oddly honest preview of the video's logic. Everything becomes progression. Every experience becomes another level. Reality starts borrowing the psychology of games. Here's the surprising part. I don't think the biggest fantasy here is owning a private island. It's believing there's a final upgrade where satisfaction finally arrives. The structure keeps implying that happiness is just one more zero away. Then the video ends. And of course there's nowhere else to go except the next upload. So my conclusion is mixed. The video absolutely succeeds at demonstrating differences in spectacle. It only partly succeeds at explaining differences in value. Its strongest visual evidence is also its biggest intellectual vulnerability, because seeing something extraordinary is not the same as understanding why it exists or what it costs beyond money. And maybe that's why this video sticks around in your head. Not because it shows impossible wealth, but because it quietly changes the scale by which ordinary life gets measured. If that's the kind of cultural sleight of hand you like pulling apart, stick around. There are plenty more videos that deserve a second look.